Super weather.
Hey everybody, meteorologist Sarah Gannon here. We have a first alert day in place for our Thursday, tracking the threat for strong to severe thunderstorms in the area. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch for counties highlighted in pink here, much of the Highway 52 corridor and to the west, also to the north. Also with this, Goodhue and Wabasha counties here also included. The severe thunderstorm watch is in place until 8 o'clock tonight. Notice here a couple counties in North Iowa, Winnebago and Hancock counties and areas west of that into northwestern Iowa in a tornado watch that also is in effect until 8 o'clock here tonight. So tracking the threat for strong to severe thunderstorms this afternoon. We're looking at an area east of Highway 52 with some showers, a couple rumbles of thunder here developing, not expected to be severe. The main line of severe weather is still off to our west, making its way closer to the Mankato area at this hour. This is all developing ahead of and along a cold front. You can see areas there into western Iowa where severe thunderstorms are currently happening, those orange polygons there. So we're looking to continue to see this line here on our off to our west continue to push east here, and that will bring our severe threat to the area tonight. We're in a level 2 out of a level 5 severe threats for areas highlighted in yellow. This is where we have the best chance of seeing that severe weather in the local area. So rain chances, thunderstorm chances increasing here over the next hour or so, especially after about 5-6 o'clock this evening, starting to see those thunderstorms making their way to the I-35 region and will continue to move east as the night continues. After about midnight tonight, we should be looking at some much drier and quieter conditions here for the area. Live look outside from your Lewis Noddle live camera. You can see off to the west those dark cloudy skies here continuing to loom off into the distance. Right now we are looking at temperatures into the 60s and 70s. Notice dew points into those 60s as well, and we'll have a very moisture-rich atmosphere for thunderstorms to develop. Looking forward, though, to some quiet, comfortable, sunny, and seasonal conditions here heading into our Friday. A great way to round out the work week. We'll talk more about those first alert forecast details later on in the broadcast. We'll be right back with more Midwest Access. Welcome back to Midwest Access. I'm meteorologist Sarah Gannon with a first alert update for you on this first alert Thursday, tracking some stormy conditions on the way for the evening hours. Right now, kind of in a lull at a quiet point here at this point in time. But as I mentioned on this first alert day, looking ahead to those thunderstorms. Severe thunderstorm watch in place until 8 o'clock here this evening for counties highlighted in pink. So this does include counties along the Highway 52 corridor, also Goodhue and Wabasha counties, and then areas to the west and to the north, into the Twin Cities metro area and into the northern portions of Minnesota. Again, this severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 o'clock here tonight. Notice in the yellow we have a tornado watch, and this does include 2 of our Iowa counties just west of the I-35 region, and that's for Winnebago and Hancock counties in North Iowa. And this does include areas further west as well. Greater risk for tornadic activity in Iowa versus in Minnesota. While that tornadic threat is low for Minnesota, not entirely zero. So severe thunderstorm watch is in the pink, that tornado watch in the yellow. Looking at future track radar, we have kind of 2 different bands here of some thunderstorm activity. This first one that's making its way across the Mississippi Riverside, not severe. Not expecting it to be severe. You may see some lightning here, some thunder. Heavy rainfall would be the main concern in that case. Kind of a lull between band A and the main event. So main line of thunderstorm activity still west of the area, west of I-35, but we're seeing more of these thunderstorms popping and developing here this evening. So all of this activity was riding right along that cold front. Cold front at this point, it looks further behind that system, but that cold front is pushing east and driving those thunderstorms and that thunderstorm development. Just takes a little bit for our system to update with that fresh set of surface map graphics. So again, cold front is pushing along the thunderstorm development. Notice in western Iowa, we have that severe activity here at this point in time. Not quite seeing that severe activity at this point in time here in western Minnesota. It's in Iowa right now, just waiting for those thunderstorms to reach that severe criteria in Minnesota. Level 2 out of level 5 severe threats for areas highlighted in yellow here. This does include the entire KTTC viewing area this evening. Looking at those storm threats for the area, tornadic threat has adjusted slightly, pushing a little bit further north there into northern Iowa. It does clip Algona into the Mason City area. So for the most part, majority of our area looking at a lower tornado threat. However, in that level 2, which is the brown, there into portions of North Iowa, maybe a tornadic threat is possible. So a better chance maybe for a couple isolated tornadoes into North Iowa, hence why they have that tornado watch in that region. Wind and hail, though, will locally be the main hazards here across Iowa and especially into Minnesota. We could be looking at wind gusts upwards of 60 to 70 miles per hour, hail upwards of 1 to 2 inch in diameter. So some large hail may be at play as well. Looking at future track timing things out here for this evening, we'll really start to see some development along the I-35 region by about 5-6 o'clock here tonight, heading towards the Highway 52 corridor, closer to about 7 o'clock and continuing to move east as the night progresses. Notice by about 9-10 o'clock becoming that severe threat, I think, gradually starting to wane, but heavy rainfall then becoming that main concern as thunderstorms continue to push east. Again, that cold front driving things out of the area. After midnight tonight, we'll see showers and thunderstorms ending and conditions becoming much drier heading into Friday morning. So a dry start to Friday, beautiful weather then in place. A live look outside from your Lewis Sonato live camera. We are looking at some cloudy and kind of dark looking clouds there in the distance. Temperatures warm into the 60s and 70s. Dew points into the 60s, well into the 60s. We can feel that humidity, very moisture rich atmosphere. Great fuel for those thunderstorms to develop. Tomorrow, as I mentioned, though, things looking really fantastic. Some beautiful sunshine in place. Temperatures very seasonal into those upper 50s to low 60s. Here's that 10-day forecast. Things a lot quieter heading into the weekend. We'll track a chance for some thunderstorm activity again come Monday. Otherwise, temperatures holding pretty steady with quieter weather continuing next week outside of Monday. That's a look at your first alert weather.
Don't forget your umbrella.